They say that building new habits takes time, but I've realized that I have been really good at creating new habits, but not necessarily keeping my promises of keeping up with them. So this week will consist a lot of basically showing up for myself, showing up for the things that I love doing, for the things that I want to implement into my life. And it's kind of like bouncing off from my video last week, which was about anxiety, dealing with anxiety, the little things that I do to try to kind of pull myself out of that. I thought that this would be like a good way, sort of like to show how important it is to keep promises to yourself, especially when it comes to the things that you love doing. So far with the vegetable garden, things have been going really good. It's actually super exciting. I feel like each day I've seen something different, and that's because I've been very on top of them. I officially put the tomato plant in its own planter, and that was really fun. A little bit dirty, but very fun. When I first bought it, I didn't realize how much space you needed, and like obviously they're tomatoes and beefsteak tomatoes, they're really huge. So when I first bought that plant, it already had 2 tomatoes growing on it. But earlier this week, I noticed that it was growing, I think 3 or 4 little baby tomatoes. And I got so excited because obviously I've never done this before, and I didn't know how easy it would be. Either it's easy or just, like I said, showing up for yourself and being consistent with the things you love actually pays off. In this case with vegetables, I feel like it's cool because the more you put into them and the more care you put into them, the more they give. So obviously it's not a garden in the traditional sense that I have a backyard and things like that. This is like a balcony garden, which is fine. I don't need anything else. It is different in the sense that I am limited to the things that I can grow, and I also hope that the pepper plants that I have don't outgrow that planter because I kind of have nowhere to put them at the moment. But this has been totally different. It has been very nice. It's super cute, especially to see the vegetables in their baby form. It's like, I don't know, it gives you a new perspective on even cooking, because you use all of these things. You usually go to the grocery store and see everything already grown out and done. But in this case, it is something that I'm putting my time and effort into, and it just has like a whole new meaning in my opinion. And yeah, I just think it's super interesting. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's all about like staying consistent, showing up for yourself, showing up for the things you love. I'm also starting to read a lot. So I'm starting like little by little. Right now, I'm reading a book called Annihilation. It's also a movie. You've probably seen it. It has Natalie Portman in it. It's a really, really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. The book is a little bit different. I was surprised how similar it is so far. I'm barely at the beginning. I'm surprised because usually movies are like totally different from books. Reading, staying consistent has brought my attention towards movies, and also having that as something that I really enjoy. Just reading kind of gets you out of the loop of if you're stuck in doom scrolling, for example, I struggle with that a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I struggle a lot with that. I feel like it's almost like embarrassing because like you're just stuck watching videos over and over. And maybe I'm being hypocritical because I make videos here on YouTube, but I guess I'm talking more like short form on TikTok, like stuff that's, I don't know, just feels like garbage information that's going into your head and it shouldn't be occupying that much space. I feel like all that goes back to anxiety, pivoting off my last video, but that doesn't feel like something that I should be consistent with. I feel like that's something that I should actually consider, trying to remove from my life. So that's why I feel like reading is something that I really want to stay consistent with and something that will help my life and will help me to just change my attention towards something that's positive. I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to show up today. I did not want to keep my promises today because it's like 95 degrees. Trying to stick to my promises, trying to stick to my little garden when it's like 95 degrees outside, it can be a little bit harder, especially because a lot of the time I'm checking the plants throughout the day. So, sometimes if it's super hot out, I just want to make sure that the plants are doing good and that they won't be damaged or anything like that. I'm learning a lot about them still. Hopefully I'm doing things the right way. But yeah, today is one of those days where I didn't want to show up. I didn't want to go outside and attend to the plants, but when you make a promise to yourself and when you want to hold yourself accountable for doing the things that you should be doing and that you enjoy doing and you should be putting your time into, you need to be on top of it and sort of like push through, even if there are like minor inconveniences like the sun and the hot summers, especially like I said here where it's like 95 degrees and it's already like I think almost like 8 p.m. Regardless of that, you have to show up, just do what you need to do. And after seeing my little garden today, again, I just feel so happy because we have jalapenos growing in, we have tomatoes growing in, and unfortunately I don't see any Carolina Reapers yet, but I know that they will come eventually. But that's the importance of showing up. It's paying off to see these plants thriving, and it almost feels like being in Animal Crossing. It just kind of feels like, I don't know, sort of a game. I think that's how sometimes you also should view life, is sort of like a game. But anyway, today's just a day I did not want to show up. It's so hot. It just feels disgusting, but it's a privilege to even experience stuff like this, so I'm just going to see the positive side of it. I'll probably just breed on the balcony now, which is my other promise that I'm keeping up to. Try to cool off that way and just unwind a little bit because this heat is making me a little bit crazy.